that was just about the time that I had decided I wanted to be an artist. And a lot of the people that I first approached to help me become a better artist were, many, many light years ahead of me, since I really knew nothing. And it was pretty clear I needed to be in a beginner's group. And Cap City was forming just about the same time I decided to become an artist. So it was a natural fit.
Great.
It was kind of fascinating to see the colors on a tree, for example. The green, it might look blah at one time, and then you come back 3 or 4 hours later to walk them again, and it's glowing in the dark practically. And so you start noticing little things and then you'd even take pictures of what you liked, and then when you looked at the pictures, you'd see something that you didn't even see, there before. And so you could just spend your life just taking pictures and looking for things to take pictures of, and then you'd see other photographers and pictures they took and say, wow, if I stand on my head and say "Twa-la-la," then it works even better, And so the creative process was just awareness, just consciousness of the fact that, just like the inner beauty in my wife. I mean, I just had to get old enough to realize that all the beauty wasn't on the outside, and that there's a lot of beauty inside. But that only came with growing up. I just started to examine different ratios of things, and especially with the sun moving in my pictures, I started to think about time and what that meant, and a way that I could portray visually the passage of time, and started to just think about ways that I could divide the day up into sections. And so I worked on things like that on my own, and I would sometimes type into the internet things I was working on myself to see if anyone else was doing it as well. And at one point in time I found a book that was written by the Rosicrucians, and there was a gentleman that had it was done 100 years ago, but he just divided up the day into sections as well, and had a little picture of how he did it. So it was similar to what I was doing.
Very cool. Very cool.
So at some point, am I imitating life, or am I, it's not always clear what it is you're imitating. And then at some point you start to see someone else's image of that picture that you made, and then when you go back to it, you see, like an optical illusion often, sometimes after they point out to you the other, like some of those vase pictures where it has a man's face, and you can't always see both of them, but then somebody will point it out to you, and it's like a punchline in a joke. You can't forget it once you hear it, or the ending to a movie. And so life is really what we make it. It really can't be anything else, because we're not able to be anything else but ourselves to see it. I mean, we can try to be aware of it and open our minds up to that, but I don't really think that either one imitates the other. I think they're just like echoes of each other. At least my relationship with the art world is on a personal level, and the people that have influenced me the most are the ones that I like, and they like me. So we can I mean, if I want to collaborate on a lot of my art, but even if Picasso and Bill Gates, even if they said they would work with me, if we didn't like each other, I can bet there wouldn't be anything to show for all our time together. But even if this artist is so bad I have trouble looking at their work, but if they have passion and they like me, then I know we can make something that I'll be proud of. And that's the same way with any artist, whatever level. I need a personal connection to make it work. So I just try to encourage people as far as advice, and just find out what they're interested in and say, go for it. I'm at bars everywhere. If there's an art reception somewhere, then I'll be there.